to our episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, we're taking a look at part 2 of the new 2-part animated movies from DC. This one called Reign of the Supermen.
Yes, I haven't seen The Death of Superman, pretty much the newest one yet, but I kind of figure where it's going to because I've read the original comic.
Yes.
So
this is the first trailer for it, and essentially it picks up where the last one left off. Superman's dead. And then for some reason, I don't know the full story, it's just a gazillion different types of Supermans show up.
Yeah, what it is that pretty much, if I'm correct, is like they're trying to find, it's like trying to find a replacement for Superman. That's what it is. And things go all haywire and out of
And so if this is anything like the original one, he eventually does come back.
He does eventually come back, in a way.
And he's one of the main ones that started that... I know there are a lot of others, but he's like the main one that really started that trope of superhero dying, him coming back like a year later.
Yeah, he was, if I'm correct, he's like
one of the first big ones.
He's one of the first big ones, first big comic book hero names that took that leap to try.
Like, I know, like the first one, the first fact I can remember was Jason Todd was the first big one. The Death of Jason Todd.
The Death of Jason Todd, but actually full-on hero, where it's like the main hero, not the sidekick, full-on main hero was Superman, pretty much. That was like the first blow, and it blew up like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah. So if this is anything like their other sneak previews to like the next DC animated films, it's gonna be a rough footage and who's voicing who. Pretty much.
Yeah, who's voicing who, and where they're going with the style in this one. Is it about the same, or what's going on? What's happening? So here we go for the Reign of Superman, the official trailer. I think the trailer could be just an inside look for Reign of Superman, so let's dive right on into this.
Coming off of the first movie,
yeah,
the question is, what happens when the leader of your moral center, what happens when that's gone? How does Superman's death impact his world?
The beginning of the Reign of the Supermen, I think, is straight to kind of introduction of these replacements.
Yeah, see?
These four Supermen, what do they each represent?
Steel,
you
Cyborg,
really saw Lois take control of the story.
What if one of them really is Clark, reborn?
Are any of them
really?
the real Superman or a trace of the real Superman?
Yeah.
Sneak peek.
Superman represents hope. And at the end of Death of Superman, that hope is lost. The question of where we go from there is what we're trying to explore with this story.
We learn from Superman Doomsday. Deliver the full novel. We're going to cover the complete story as a two-parter.
Yeah.
We were able to take the book and amplify it, kick up the stakes a little bit. So the threat, it's more threatening than ever.
Threat's more threatening. Got it.
The four Supermen, they each have their own agenda, some good, some bad.
Superboy is, it's Superman if he'd been raised by the Kardashians.
The Iron
Steel
represents the humanity and heart that Superman brings to the show. The Eradicator represents the quarter of Superman that is the last son of Krypton. Cyborg Superman is really the power of Superman.
He's just a little devoid of emotion.
Cyborg.
Death of Superman is about how we destroy our heroes, and Reign of the Supermen is about how we make them. They both have a lot to say about us. When Superman is gone, is the hope gone? I think that we find it.
We may not be able to bring the beat down, but we sure as hell can make some noise. Am I right?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, see about what we expected. It's like just a first look.
First look, sneak peek into it, from what you expect in this one. And like I said, it's like these new ones are like expecting, to kind of replace them. And like they said, it's like each one of them represents a part of Superman in a way.
Yeah.
But it's a matter of which one. It's like, can we trust, or what's happening, what's going on? So it's interesting how they're diving deeper into this story compared to what they did in the original animated movie, where it's like here they're diving deeper into each individual one. which is pretty cool. I like how they showed off at least one of the voice actors, which is Jerry O'Connell, pretty much voicing Cyborg Superman.
Oh yeah.
So it's pretty cool. Again, their lineup for DC movies pretty much is just for animated. Again, I say this over and over again in every video that we've done for them, and that is I just hope they learn from here or how the animation studio's doing it and try to implement a little bit of that into the live action, some of the live action stuff. And I'm hoping they're taking the right step with Aquaman and taking the right step with Shazam. I'm really hoping they're taking that right steps into, and especially Wonder Woman. They're kind of, it's all over the place with that one.
But for this one though, I think that this looks like another hopefully good. I think I brought this up. I brought this up before we started recording. Is that, ooh man, it's the first part one got a lot of mixed reviews. Pretty much,
I got a little bit
about where they went with the Death of Superman comic, and
so hopefully they improve it or help it out in the second part a little bit, dive a little bit deeper hopefully. But what is it? It's pretty cool. Like I like with DC animation, they try to dive as deep as they can with the story to bring it to life onto the screen, stuff like that. Next one I really can't wait for, which they announced. I forgot that there was like 2 more they announced. I know one of them, which I was really excited for, and that is Batman's Hush. They're doing that. That's the next.
That was the one.
That was the next one. There's another one, but they said that was still in the works. I think that's supposed to be like a Justice League team up again, facing another group. But Batman Hush. This is where Jim Lee really took over with this story and what he did with the character. It really brought Batman back into the fold, into heroes for this age and stuff like that.
We'll have to weigh on that one.
Yeah,
sorry, that's not what I meant. What I meant was we'll have to see if how involved Jim Lee will be for that
in this one, pretty much, because the story was phenomenal. The story was fantastic, and it was just one of the stories that's up there where it's like a great Batman storyline. It's a fantastic Batman storyline. It's up there with a list of the other Batman stories that they've done before, and this one is just great and fantastic. There's so much in it, and I can't wait to see how it's all going to come together for this one. It's one of my favorite, one of my personal favorites. Besides the Dark Knight, Frank Miller, stuff like that. It's one of my personal favorites. When I first read it, which I was like, okay, I love this storyline.
Did you hear Frank Miller got all his rights back to Sin City?
Oh yeah, he got all the rights.
I don't know. I'm just a bit worried.
We'll see where it goes. But like said,
this one we have to watch part 1, but right now part 2 looks fine.
Yeah.
From the little bit that they showed us.
Yeah, exactly.
So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk some more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about comic book animated movies, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys thought of this sneak peek. Did you watch the first one for the Death of Superman? What did you think? What was your take on it? Were you kind of mixed on it with everybody else, or was it more of like you really loved where they took it, can't wait to see this one? Or just let us know your guys' thoughts on the first one and what your hopes are in this one to help improve it or anything like that. Let us know in the comments below. Put down what you thought of our reaction overall. But most importantly, thank you for watching.
So until next time, I'm Christian.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very Superman-filled episode of SRB.
See you
later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions,
as well as our other shows,
click the playlist down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can check us out on Twitter,
as well as Stardust,
@SuperReactBros.